Hello and welcome to Chocolate Cover Games. My name is Tim,
And I'm Doug.
and this is February 2023's segment of Backed
For the monthly melt that
for
we do each month.
we have for monthly mail. Um, I will say this is the first Backed we've had where you didn't have something on here.
Really?
So congratulations to you. This also,
I'm sure there's lots of those.
I think this might be the only time
I'm sure.
in all of it. This also wraps up the year of 2020, 2020, 27.
2020,
27. Yeah. So it's 320, 17. So 2017.
Okay.
These were the last three things I backed in 2017.
Okay.
And the first one is a game that you're making constellations in the sky. It's an abstract game.
So right away I don't like it.
No,
Or did I like this one?
You like this one. I backed it in 2017. It didn't come to us until 2021. It took a long time to get to us. It went through a
I don't know the name of it.
bunch of production problems, and then the pandemic hit. It's from CSE Games. It is Gridstones, Night
Okay.
Sky.
Yeah.
Two Constellation games came out at the same time. It was this one, and I forget the other one where it was like the glow in the dark cards that like were really cool. I backed this one instead of the cool looking one, mainly because this one was abstract.
Yeah. And I don't like abstract strategy games at all.
I backed this in October 6th, 2017. It's a fun game. It's an abstract game that plays 2 to 4. It has a little board that's got a board around the board, depending on how many people are playing. You either use the smaller board in the center or you use the full board. And you get 3 constellation cards in your hand,
Okay.
and they're just dots. And each turn you get to place a stone,
Yeah.
and you know you're trying to make your constellation while not trying to make the other people's, but you don't know what their patterns
Yeah.
are. So it's a very luck based game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gridstone, I thought it was fun. It's the only game I know that CSE's made,
Okay.
to my knowledge. And the next one is also one of those companies where this is the only game they've ever made.
Okay.
It's marked as a game company called Gather Around Games. It was like a husband and wife team that they just came up with a company name. We've never played it, mainly because it's a party game that I bought that I really wanted to take to parties because it requires 5 to 12 people.
But you don't like parties, and you don't let us have any parties here.
I hate parties and I hate games, so I thought this was perfect.
Is this Trial by Trolley?
No.
Oh.
No, that was until like 2019.
Oh.
We were a ways away from that one. No, this deals with one of my favorite subjects, death.
Is this Someone Has Died?
Someone has died,
Yeah.
where everybody's playing the part of a person trying to get the most out of somebody's will.
Okay.
You know, everybody sits around and, one person's the dead person. And then you get a hand of cards and you're like, well, how did you know this person? And you look through your cards and it's like, we were old college roommates. Or somebody's like, we were on the same jury panel. And it's like, what was the last thing you've done with the person? And you're like, took them to an offshore oil rig. And, why should you get the percentage of the money? And, you keep playing cards back and forth. I think you get to play like 5 cards, and then the dead person's like, I would have left my money to this person in the will, and like the second most money to this person.
All right.
And
Yeah, I still think my favorite party game, just one is great. Second would be Red Flags.
Red Flag.
We had so much fun with that. But yeah, Someone Has Died. We haven't got a chance to play that yet.
But that I backed that on October 12th, 2017. And the last thing I backed in the year of 2017 was still in October, so like all of November, December.
Well, there's not much that comes out there.
Yeah. Mainly because isn't that the time where
It's the holiday
days,
time,
yeah.
and there's just not much. Even into January,
Yeah.
February is when it starts to ramp up because then,
Well, don't I know? I've already backed 12 Kickstarters this month.
because then the opportunity to get it maybe at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year.
Close to the next decade.
Yeah, depending on some games.
The last one, like I said, backed in October 13th, 2017.
Okay.
It is a company that has had, I think, 2 Kickstarters now. This was their first one.
Okay.
Their second one was an add-on product for this one.
Okay.
It is not a game.
No.
It is Everlasting. It's the wet palette system to paint miniatures.
Which you've never used?
I have used it. I've painted all of Onitama, and I've painted half of Mecha Minion. I still have half the minions to do yet.
Yeah, I thought, with how you work now, you'd be really into painting miniatures, and you literally have a workspace here now.
Where?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta finish painting the rest of that series.
And during the summer outside, you literally have a workspace to go out and do out there.
And just hold everything in my hand.
Yep.
Hold paint in this hand, be like, dab, dab,
Yep.
dab.
Yep.
Well, I do have to wait until it gets warmer because you have to base
Yeah.
your things. But yeah, that was Everlast, the wet palette system. It worked well, I will say, for a person that never painted miniatures before. It helped out a little bit. I have nothing else to compare it to because I've never used any other palettes before.
Yeah.
But I think it made it different because I didn't have to worry about thinning down my paints because it was already there and whatnot. So that was the last thing I backed in 2017, all around. Nothing from you. No guilt trip of, I really want this $400 Kickstarter, but I don't understand technology.
I should be looking when I back stuff because it fits in there.
What's up? You mean through me?
No, I backed.
You've claimed you've only backed like one thing.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was what? 2
I don't know.
months ago?
I need to look when it. No.
Technology. Grrr. And you just huck your phone into the garbage disposal and turn it on.
Yeah.
You're like, is this surfing the net?
To actually see when that would fit in. I can do that another time.
Well, don't you have the app?
No.
Oh. I was about to say, because then you can just click on your name and it tells you when your projects were.
I'm not smart enough to have the app.
Yep. Grr, where's the closest garbage disposal? Must show dominance over phone. That's why we go through so many phones.
I'm hoping that's my password. Hey, it was. I think, yeah.
And you click on you, and then you click on...
Backed. Yes, I backed one project.
And when was it?
Where does it show me that?
It will say when it finished.
Gives me last update.
Let's give you activities as one of the options.
Rewards, updates, FAQs. I guess I do updates.
Yeah, it should be like one of the updates, like, we did it. And it says when it hit the goal and ended. Well, if it's the project that I see, that's like 2019.
Yeah, somewhere in around there, probably. Yeah, 2019 would be. So 2 years we got yet.
Yeah, and then...
Well, 18 and most of 19.
Yeah. And then the next one you'll back is the phone-proof garbage disposal.
Yeah. But what have you recently backed on any crowdfunding?
There's now like 4 of them.
Yeah. But specifically.
Yeah. No, specifically.
End of 2017.
Yep. One of these 3 you've backed, I'd be surprised. I know Grimstone didn't
Gridstone.
Grid.
Yeah, you said Grimstone.
Gridstone. Someone has died, barely meet the mark. Everlast, there was a good chance. That was a very big project. I think that cracked 1 million.
So yeah, if you did any of those 3, or October to December of 2017, if you backed any projects in that time frame, let that down in the
comments below.
Hit the thumbs up, the like button.
Share the video.
Yeah.
Does help. We're getting closer to 50. We keep being in the range between 42 and 37 subscribers. They join and come back or leave and come back. I don't know why.
But thanks for watching.
As always, stay sweet.